By the time we'd reached the combat zone of the Gobi Desert, our allied forces were already losing. With the supply base presently secured, our scattered troops could now link up, which would allow us to regroup. However, this was just one small victory in the overall picture. Up until this point, we'd been successfully defending the base, but I wasn't sure how long we could go on like this. Once the enemy troops reorganized, they were sure to attack again, and soon. November 7th, Odessa. At the request of Captain Makuve, we left the Gobi Desert supply base to assist in the Odessa operations. We were assigned to the front line, where the enemy's main forces were reported to be steadily advancing. Our objective was to keep the enemy at bay until the Black Tri-Stars returned from their assault on the Trojan Horse, which had been approaching from the rear.
Thank you for coming. Uragan will provide you with all the details.
Excellent work in the Gobi Desert. Now your unit will be stationed within a segment of our defense line where the enemy's main forces are being deployed. According to intelligence, the enemy will commence an all-out attack at dawn. To counter this, we must hold off the enemy until the Black Tri-Stars return. On a somber note, Lieutenant Mash lost his life in battle. Once the Black Tri-Stars return, we will switch to offensive maneuvers. Make no mistake, though, Captain Makuve firmly believes that in this battle, the first one to move will undoubtedly lose.
Defend Odessa. We have been assigned to defend against the enemy's main forces. In other words, Revil's own unit. We will put up a defense line so that other enemy troops cannot move on the flank of our own main troops. I'll give you a briefing on our current situation. According to our intelligence, the enemy has deployed mobile artillery in several key locations as a means to contain our activities. In conjunction, they have stationed their assault troops, which are ready to break through our defense line. It might be easier to slip past the mobile artillery to crush Big Tray, but we can't leave the enemy behind us. We'd be risking attacks from the rear. Therefore, our first task will be to destroy the mobile artillery. Use extreme caution, as these enemy weapons were specifically designed to be long-range. To facilitate our operation, we will have to make effective use of our support attacks. Once we wipe out the mobile artillery, head directly to Big Tray and destroy it. That should stop the other enemy troops from breaking through our defense line, at least for the time being. Lieutenant Renchev and Chief Petty Officer Manning will join us for this mission. Over.
To destroy the mobile artillery, we should take advantage of our support attack. Smoke grenades will blind their gunners momentarily so they'll stop firing. We should figure out how to combine these two methods effectively to produce an extraordinarily powerful attack.
The attack team will defend the right wing, and the standby team will protect command headquarters. Don't you find this a bit strange, though? Shouldn't we be assigned to the left wing where our defense is weaker rather than to the center?
Don't ask me. I have no idea what Command Headquarters is thinking. We just have to do what we're told. Right, Master Chief?
You got me there, Lieutenant. Now, let's get started with this job of ours. Oh, man. Our unit's growing bigger by the day.
We can finally form a standby team and an attack team.
Even the standby team will be moving out in the Odessa operation.
You're right. This is an all-out attack on the Federation. We can't afford to lose this battle.
I hear that Lieutenant Mash lost his life in battle. Now I'm really curious to know who the Gundam pilot is. He defeated both Lieutenant Ramba Rawl and Lieutenant Mash. By the way, about Lieutenant Renchef and Chief Petty Officer Manning, I heard that the units they belonged to in the Gobi Desert had been wiped out. Those guys must be really skilled pilots to survive that kind of intense battle. It might be nothing, but there's something about those two. I can't put my finger on it, but I got a strange vibe.
I see that Odessa is also having a problem with supplies. It looks like we're better off than other places, but thanks to the commander, we have enough mobile suits to last us. I'm just worried about later on. For this mission, I understand that the standby team guards the command headquarters and the attack team heads to the front line. Of course, I'm with the attack team, right? I don't want to be the operator. I'll do my best.
I am Chief Petty Officer Manning. It's a pleasure to meet you all. We lost a few soldiers in the Gobi battle. The only surviving members of my unit are Lieutenant Renchef and myself. Well, we'll be okay. Please include us in your attack team. We'll do our best.
I'm Lieutenant Renchef. Nice to meet you.